lost the joy and passion behind having natural hair.
I'm kind of just like over my hair.
I gotta go where the money was at, okay?
Reason number 4, cause I got reasons, sis.
Why are so many natural hair influencers leaving? I'm going to attempt to address this question in this video, not from my perspective mainly, but from the horse's mouth. The many natural hair influencers that we once loved to watch are no longer creating natural hair content or have left YouTube altogether. Natural Me 4C, Josie was one of the first to actually change her content. Cheesy, and more recently, Faye in the City, and even Brittany Rose. These and so many others have either ventured out, changed their YouTube channels, or have left the internet altogether, and there's reasons why. Let's hear it from them.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing today. So of course my hair is a lot different, and considering the fact that this channel started out as a natural hair channel, I guess I'm considered a natural hair influencer. A lot of this channel has been my natural hair journey. I figured it would be just wrong if I didn't give y'all a hair update. So, is my hair permed? Is it straightened? Is this a wig? I don't know. No, but seriously, I am at an interesting place in my hair journey just because I love my natural hair. However, I am tired of doing it. So I actually got a silk press. That's what this is. My hair is not permed. My hair will never be permed.
So straight up, people are tired of either doing their hair or tired of making videos. However, as you've heard, this particular content creator was just tired of doing her hair. She's not the first, she's not the last. Natural hair does take a certain effort until you find a routine that works, acceptance, a whole lot of other things. And even then, okay, there are situations where you still feel like you need to wear a wig or a hair wrap or put your hair in a protective style somehow because you just can't give it the love that it deserves. It's okay, it's normal. Let's stop shunning women for being tired. Anyone that comes out here and says, I'm tired of doing my hair, oh, you hate yourself, or you need to just find your routine, or you just haven't. Yeah, let's not gaslight each other. It takes effort. Anything actually takes effort, and it's okay to say, I need a break from this. Next, it's Nappy-Headed Jojoba. She left a while ago, and here are her reasons.
This used to be a hair channel exclusively. There's probably a good number of you guys who are surprised to hear that because I almost never do hair content any longer. But it's just not worth it. And that's really what we're talking about today. And there are a few reasons for this. The first of which is that it started getting very boring for me. I mean, how many times can I show y'all how I trim my ends, really? But the real lack of fulfillment that came over time with doing only hair videos wasn't just a lack of creative fulfillment. The natural hair community, not a great place. Definitely not a place where I want to be spending my time, or better put, my efforts. I don't think it was always like this. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But as time wore on, the whole movement of women going natural turned out to be not as progressive as I had imagined it was going to be.
So straight up, you can see that she just got bored. It's important for people to realize that doing something, the same thing over and over again, can get boring. That's not everyone's portion, but for some people that is the case, and that is okay. She also says that it was not worth it anymore, and the natural hair community turned out to be something that it was not in the beginning, or maybe not a nice place to be. And this is factual. A lot of people have spoken about the negativity in the natural hair community, and while it's not always like that, like it's not all negative, there are certain things about the community that are, to be honest, toxic.
When it really came down to it, I found that even as Afro-textured hair was gaining more visibility on TV, in movies, and obviously on YouTube, it was a very particular aesthetic, a very narrow view of what type of natural hair people wanted to show, and more importantly, that people wanted to see.
The truth of the matter is that people really do indeed prefer certain textures, certain curl patterns, and therefore if you don't fit in that category, it is true that the return on investment for natural hair content creators is simply just not there. You could have the most beautiful hair, and if it's type 4, particularly 4C, if it's not the thickest, of which most of us do not have the thickest type of hair. There's only a handful of naturals that have a super thick hair. You know, that's men probably can fit like 2 people, you know, unless you're that. And even then, you're still not good enough. However, someone with looser hair or just a curl pattern that's looser or different texture, come out here, they'll just have like 50 videos and they're really making it big. So it's a reality. And also just brand deals do not want to work with women that have got textured hair, particularly the type 4s. So it's a reality that hits you really hard once you discover that the niche that you've entered into on YouTube does not really reward as much as it's supposed to. We seriously have such a long way to go with regards to undoing the kinks from our minds and undoing the way we think about our hair, the way we embrace it, the way we view it, and really embracing natural hair. We have made great progress, but it is nowhere near where we're supposed to be. I totally agree.
The other thing that I've noticed over the years is that natural hair gurus or like popular natural hair content creators are typically people that don't have hair like me. It just seems that we're at a point, and we've always been at this point, honestly, where people gravitate to things that don't look like them. People will watch natural hair content on hair that doesn't look like their hair. So I'm more of a coily texture. I don't have as many curls. I have a little bit of curls at the end, but for the most part, if I were to just like do a wash and go or just allow my hair to dry on its own, I would have a fro. There would not be a lot of curl definition. People won't necessarily gravitate towards natural girls or boys that don't really have a curlier texture. I do like to try new products. However, when it comes to product reviews, there's another negative. There are things that will work for me and won't work for you, or vice versa, will work for you and won't work for me, because when it comes to natural hair, it's not just about texture, it's about density. It's also about the climate or the weather based on the area that you live in. So it's like so many factors that go into it and can kind of determine how a product works on your hair or how it doesn't work. Reason number 4, because I got reasons, sis, is that there is no new techniques. There's not even really any new tools that have come out that are like specifically for natural hair, because if there were, I would try like different tools. On top of all of that, I also consider the media's perception of beauty in terms of natural hair. And granted, we have grown tremendously. Black people, especially with natural hair, it's considered common now. When I started, it was more of a rarity, at least like in media, you know? And even though it is more common now, I still feel like we see the same textures of hair.
The truth of the matter is, when it comes to the niche that is natural hair, there is only a certain amount of content or information that can be put out there. At the end of the day, it just ends up being repetitive, or maybe just people sharing their journeys, or I don't know, they find a new trick and they share it with you. But at the end of the day, it's like a course, right? You learn how to look after your hair, you learn how to style your hair. There's a lot of product reviews. What next? Not to say that there's no creativity past that. We can get more creative as creators, I guess, and find other ways of, you know, putting content that is natural hair related out there. For example, commentary, which a lot of naturals or creators have gone into, or locks, you know, people share their lock journeys, or, you know, challenges, or trying different styles or different ways of looking after hair. For example, permanent parts, aggressive length retention, that kind of thing. That kind of thing you can always do. There's always a new challenge for your hair that you can do. Scalp challenges, edges challenges, protective style challenges, moisture challenges, hair growth, you name it. So there is still room for creativity, in my opinion, but I understand when influencers say, like, how many twist out videos can I really put out there, right? So I get it. And then there is Cheesy. Cheesy, we love you, Cheesy. I love Cheesy. And she's so honest and brutal in this video, and these are her reasons.
So I've been creating content here on YouTube since 2011, okay? Well over 11 years. There was kind of a lot of negative rhetoric around natural hair, especially the kinkier and tighter and coilier the hair or the curl pattern got. I just became really passionate about being honest about how I felt about my hair, how I was learning it, etc., etc. I'm at a point now where I just am not, like, I'm kind of just like over my hair. Not in like a sense of I hate my hair and I don't want to be natural anymore. It's more so just I'm tired of taking care of it. Like, I don't want to take care of it. I actually don't care if it gets heat damage, if it breaks, break. If it wants to stay, stay. If you want to grow longer, grow. I guess I'm over like putting so much brain power towards my hair. And it doesn't mean I don't love my hair. I think I'm just at a place now where I learned to love it. I enjoy it. And now I'm just like, okay, what's next? Like, let's try something new. Okay. Anyway, all of that to say, I'm gonna be a straight natural. I absolutely love natural hair, and I hope, one thing I don't want to happen is I don't want you to watch this video and now feel like, ooh, well, that's what I'm gonna do too. Like, do whatever you do, whatever works for you, okay? And if that is enjoying your coils and preserving them as much as possible and wearing heatless styles, do that.
The truth of the matter is, Cheesy really struggled with her hair. Like, we didn't really see her progress in her hair, and it's honestly fair for her to just come out here and say, look, it's not that important anymore to me. Downright, I'm tired. I don't care. I actually just want to not put that much energy into my hair. And I know a lot of people will probably attack this kind of someone coming out and speaking like this, because like, oh, you know, you hate your hair, or why aren't you embracing your hair, and you know, you're anti-black and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, people evolve, people grow, people mature and become something else. The creator I was 10 years ago, it's not the same girl, you know. That's why you'll see me post like random things, because I'm just like, I am more than just natural hair. So I want to explore something else, for example. So I understand Cheesy just wants to wear her hair and enjoy styling it. People actually have a choice how they want to look after their hair, or how they want to deal with their hair in general. And then there was Brittany Rose.
Just to share some of like the really big reasons why I decided to navigate away from content creation in regards to hair. First of all, I found that my content, especially like over the last year, has been very repetitive. After what, 4 years of making hair content, I've really kind of covered everything you could cover regarding hair. And what I mean by that is, think about it, right? I've done what, like 30, 40, 50 million wash day routines. At this point, you guys know my wash day routine with your eyes closed. I've covered how to blow dry, how to trim, how to find products that work for you, how to find tools. I just posted a video, what you actually do and don't need for your hair journey. I've covered how to moisturize. I've covered how to use heat properly. We've done silk presses. I even spent the majority of last year reviewing, I think, over 30 lines so that you have a good idea of what products do and don't work for you. Also, I have lost the joy and passion behind having natural hair. I can't remember the last time I've done my hair just for fun or been excited to do my hair. Enjoyed the process of washing my hair. Enjoyed the process of styling my hair. Enjoyed the process of doing new products, because everything has to be content. And also, I have noticed over the past, I want to say 2 years, while my hair has grown, don't get me wrong, I know how to grow my hair, it has not grown at the rate that it used to before I started social media. And that's just because I've had to do it all the time for content. I feel like I am experiencing burnout from that, and I just want to go back to the stage of my hair journey, which is what I was doing before I started social media, which is just basically just protective styling. And so I think I've just come to that point, like we all do as creators, where you've grown and you want your channel and your platforms to grow with you.
Again, just done it all, like shared everything, which is fair enough. She also talks about her calling to speak more on things of faith, which I really respect. And to be honest, one of the interesting reasons that she gives is one that I relate to. The more you deal with, film your hair, wash days, whatever, your hair actually ends up not doing as great because you're constantly manipulating it to create content, unless you do, you know, filming in batches, which is something I do, or when you do a wash day, you do so many videos in just that one, you know, wash day to teach different things or share different things.
While I am not throwing away hair videos 100% the way that I was posting them on a regular basis, y'all probably not gonna get that. So this wig was sponsored. That video is coming up. I'm getting ready to do some mini twists to last me for a little while. That video is coming up. But after that, ain't nothing out that I want to try. Ain't no techniques that I'm doing because y'all know I be in the gym work. You will see more fitness content, a lot more food content, maybe even some lifestyle vlogging stuff, the stuff that I'm comfortable with. But as far as hair care content, y'all, I got to look at the numbers, and the numbers is saying, just like my natural interests have changed, the overall interests of my people have too. So I gotta go where the money reside. Okay, people be coming up with these side stories about, oh, I've changed it. Listen, if this has been your full-time job and your job finna lay you off because what your job is no longer needed, either you're gonna lose your job or lose everything, or you gonna be the smart one and pivot. And the reality is like I said, you have to go where the money is. And as much as I have been trying to be, oh, I'm a YouTube girly, I don't get on TikTok. TikTok is that app where all the kids be doing all the dancing. Well, TikTok has evolved, and that's where the companies are.
Faye in the city, she is one of the funniest, isn't she? But she prioritized her family and had to leave for a while, and at the moment TikTok apparently is paying the bills. So again, people gotta do what they gotta do, and I respect that. I respect the honesty, the transparency. Do you?
Is at the end of the day, the natural hair community, if we just want to really simplify it for what it really is, it's a community of people who's wearing their natural hair. That is it. But the natural hair community is not something you leave. It's not something you, it's like saying I'm no longer going to be black. As long as you're black, you're black. You're part of the black community. As long as you're black, you're black. As long as you have natural hair, you're in the natural hair community. That's it.
Nappy Fool, another funny one, but girl, it's true. Like, yes, we can leave the space of making content. I really like her point of view. Like, you can leave the space of making content, but you always be a part of the community via just being black, via just having natural hair, or buying product, or watching content, right? You are still part, you always be part, because we are Afro-textured women out here. So I really appreciate her take on this. And people, yeah, people just need to accept that not everyone is going to make the same decision as them. And it's okay to actually have varying opinions of reasons why we do what we do. At the end of the day, the natural community is definitely not what it used to be, but for what it was and for what it still is, let's appreciate it. And then there's influencers that have just disappeared quietly. Maybe they're coming back, maybe not. But you guys remember Natural Me 4C? I think she's done a few videos recently, but she went away for a long time, and I loved her. I miss seeing her hair content. I loved her personality. She just left. There is Natural Academia. Where are you, girl? I don't want to lose everybody. Afope Atoyebi, one of my favorite ones. Efficiently Natural. The thing here is that there are many reasons that people leave, and to be honest, natural hair content simply does not. The investment is really a lot for what we get in return. So if you see a natural hair content creator out here, support, you guys, comment, share, subscribe. Like, it's hard work and it's free content. A lot of us watch it for entertainment, but it's also educational. It's fun. It's, you know, positively influential towards, you know, embracing your natural hair. So appreciate them influences while we're still here. Okay. I'm just saying. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what your thoughts are on people just leaving and creating different content. I personally do not blame them. I appreciated them, still do, for their great contributions to the community. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you in the next one.